Gary Stewart is an AMS agent and one of the main protagonists in the House of the Dead 2 and its upcoming remake. He has an actual decent voice compared to the rest of the cast, especially James and Goldman. He's the only one in doubt regarding Goldman's motives. He was really bothered by Goldman's death and unsure about the future, though, after Hada to Gary isn't heard or spoken about again. Well, except the Hot D4 flashback scene, I really wish M1 would use him more if they could flesh him out. He could be an anti-hero or something similar. He could have turned to Thornheart and become good again, or he's facing some kind of identity crisis. A lot of things could be done with Gary. I really wish M1 used Gary like they used GG is the character with the most appearances, alongside Rogan who appeared 3 times. G is an overkill. Hotted, Hotted 2, Hotted 3, Hotted 4, Hotted 4 special. I understand why M1 promoted G and Rogan as they are OGs and I love them too, but where's Gary at? What did Gary do? As I'm talking about G, let me tell you guys a funny story that happened to me when I was young. I thought G and Gary were the same person, and it's because of their names. I knew they had different models and voices, but still didn't care. I was so dumb. I wish it was Gary instead of Ryan and Scarlet Dawn. Kate teaming up with Gary after James's death, instead of stupid Ryan over here. It makes perfect sense for Gary to show up. Kate and Gary were both James's partners before he died, so this is something both of them could bond over and relate their experiences. At least Gary's getting some love in the Hot D2 remake. I wonder what he'll look like. I hope M1 hasn't forgotten about Gary. Maybe he'll appear in Hotted 6 or future Hotted titles. I can't wait for Hot D2 remake. Maybe Megapixel could explore a little bit about Gary's feelings about Goldman, or put more and more emphasis on James, Amy, Harry's relationship to Gary or how Gary interacts about them. I think they'll just stick to the original to faithfully adapt it after seeing Hotted remake. I don't mind it as it keeps the original's memory alive. He is the only one besides Curien that says magician's name, which shows he knows the bosses himself, or at least he studied them more. Both G and Gary are a little alike. G's name is not known, and with Gary, he never is playable again except shown as cameos, as a character, and one did a good job with Gary in such a short game. I just wish they used him more.